Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, beautiful star being. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being with this content. So, what we're going to go over today, we're doing a primer. So you're interested in learning how to do this, and it's a brand new field for you. So, we're doing tarot today. And in this, the primer is you don't have to have any specific rules. There's no way to actually do it except for the way that you then create for yourself. So, there's already the system that's there, right? So if there's already a system there, you now get to create what the meanings are for you. So, for instance, a butterfly might mean one thing for you, a different thing for another person. How that's then going to show up is that then the butterfly will only show up for you when the meaning that you've ascribed butterfly is then part of the image. Does that make sense? Does you get that? So what the original meaning might have been might be something slightly different. And I say butterfly, we're all kind of just saying it's transformation, it's beauty, it's, movement. It can be all sorts of things, but it's a matter of what resonates for you. That being shared, there's also like what colors mean, right? So a dark blue might mean one thing for one person and might mean another for another. For me, it's a deep rooted need for communication and perhaps even a little bit of stagnation if you're not truly really incorporating it and working with your voice and your throat chakra, right? Because I like light blues, light blues. Not that this light can tell you because my light is kind of blue, but here we are as we are. So, yeah, primer is understand your colors, numbers, and shapes, and they will transform everything else. So when you start to see, and symbols, of course, colors, numbers, and shapes, and symbols, which are shapes as well. Anyway, um, in tarot, there's the three different sections of the tarot. There's the minor, the major, and then the court cards. Some people throw the court and the minor together, and that's just not. They're totally different processes, right? So it'd be like comparing the sun and the zodiac sign Leo. I mean, yeah, they kind of go together, but they're definitely different. Your brain just processes them different. The minor arcana are like day-to-day things that you work with. The major are big movement. They're going to take like a week or a month or more to go through, versus the minor arcana could be a couple days to a week, maybe a little bit longer, but definitely not a month. You're definitely like minor arcanas are like, let's pick up the pace, let's keep moving. This is what's right now. This is what's right. And major arcana are also right here too, but they're gonna be like a couple of days worth of impact. Um, then the court cards, they're fun because they're like an archetype of presence of like, you think of a school teacher, that person's going to act differently than a cop would versus a firefighter versus a chef. Right? And that's just four different things, but there's the young, there's the young male, the young female, the mature adult male and the mature adult female, or divine masculine, divine feminine, and youthful and mature energies. And that's, breaking it down a little bit, but realizing that each one's going to act differently. And then again, coloring that, filtering that with the elements, so earth, air, fire, water, and yes, there's spirit involved in all that too, but that's a different part of the hue that we're not working with right here and now. Um, Spirit gets brought in a lot heavier in the major arcana versus in the minor, which the court cards are still, yes, a part of. But that's an interesting thing to bring a part of, to bring up what spirit could look like as part of court cards. Um, being shared, let's see, primer, right? Like there's so many different aspects to go into, but some of the common questions: do I need to have a certain deck? No. Would it help if I got the red or white deck? Sure, because you're going to learn a lot of symbols. There's going to be a lot of different things a part of that. Also, yeah, colors. Make sure you understand colors with that, because with the red or white, there's cards that'll have like a yellow background, right? Some people try and ignore what the background even looks like, but that's still a part of the card, right? And then it like, so see, cards like this, they're not as easy for a new beginner to read, because it's like, well, what the fuck does that even mean? It's five cups kind of pouring into one another. Well, exactly. It's like, are you actually excited? Well, these cups aren't filled, so they're not excited. They're in fact actually sad, and they're putting all their energy into another cup, trying to fill that cup and still not succeeding. So, um, example, but find a deck that resonates with you. Like the artwork has to literally like light you up, give you lots of sensory input that resonates with you. So for instance, another deck that I love, this is actually an oracle, so shish. Um, but I'm showing artwork, not about that, right? And Caterpillar. It's weird. It's crazy. It's zany. Dream Theft, right? All the artwork is going to impact you in a different way. So find an art style that resonates with you. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I've got to get the Rider-Waite. I'm like, no, you can get whatever you like. I mean, I have decks on angels and demons. I have, traditional-esque decks. This one's actually the Heimdall or Handle by Rachel Pollack. She also did 78 pages of wisdom. Highly recommend that as a primer for people who are beginning to look into tarot and oracles and stuff. Like, wow, she does all of it. But that particular book helps break down the psychological impacts of tarot for somebody. So, there's so much. And here's the primer. All right, have a great day. Drop questions, drop comments, any thoughts that you want to explore or have a video on. Feel free to message or drop it into the comments. Thank you.